You got this, MP.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Randolph out there with Baldwin. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. Hey guys, let's be honest here. A bit of a mismatch looking at the quality of these teams on paper. But we see these types of games in this league. And sometimes they can surprise you.
Listen, every team is not a title contender. Some squads are in that rebuilding phase. Let's see if the weaker team can compete tonight.
Simons, the pass to Baldwin. Picked by Randolph. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Shoots. Money, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Takes a 3. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Money coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Inside, Randolph. And it's Randolph with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Ring shot on the way. And the basket by Money. Money's got his second bucket tonight.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Forget the... contact. Simons makes it anyway.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And what a score Anthony Simons has become, Steve. Wow.
I love it, Kevin, because he can do it from all 3 levels. Smooth jumper, uses his body to protect the ball when he's driving inside, and some nights he's unstoppable.
They set the screen. To the paint. Here's Baldwin. Jeffries with the rebound.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Money passes to Lively. Nice pass. Nice hit and a resounding dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Randolph, a screen on Doncic. Simons from outside. Offensive rebound. Randolph kicks to Baldwin. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randolph.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic passes to Money.
Oh, fuck.
A
That's
three-pointer, no good.
good.
And it's Carroll with the ball for Portland. And the basket by Money. Money's got nine.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Baldwin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Portland shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Shooting for Portland.
The first free throw is good. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Luka Doncic. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he makes both free throws. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Money. Hits it from three-point range. Money's got a couple of threes now in the first for Dallas.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Here's Simon. Baldwin looking for the opening. 6 to shoot. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You see the athleticism on dunks like these from Murphy. A two-guard with some bounce in his step.
Irving passes to Money. Drives to the hoop. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Pass to Baldwin. Back to Simons. Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. Now Simons. Here's Randolph. Shaw with the rebound. From the arc. Money, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The pass to Baldwin. Passes it to Randall. Another shot. The Mavericks pull it in. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Shaw. Carroll kicks to Portis. Jeffries with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Šarić. Luka Doncic's out there with money. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Irving in at the small forward. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Mavericks leading by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the 76ers played some superb basketball. He scored 53 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. Some really gaudy numbers from him. A show for the ages. We'll see if he has an encore tonight, guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
That's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Here's Money. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
So both teams changing it up here. For Dallas, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Trailblazers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Kira to end the run. The shot will not fall. The Mavericks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Enquist. It's rebounded by Baldwin. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Carroll, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steve, you were considered oversized. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. 5 points in the game.
This is how lethal Murphy can be from downtown and why defenses must guard him tighter.
Pass to Money. Takes the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Guarded by Doncic. And the pass to Kira. There's the pick. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 11 points. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
And again, it's Portland with the 3.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Here's Money. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And if they win tonight, Kevin, it would be 10 straight. And MP has had a big hand in all of them.
And this team is one of the hotter teams we've seen in a while. They're doing everything right. And MP's presence is clearly helping the cause. Just 5 to shoot. High, arcing shot, and that one is good.
Some guys with pure jump shots hang around the perimeter. Murphy attacks in the paint.
And one of the best shooters in the league. He just flies under the radar, though. Trey Murphy.
Reason why, GA, his shot mechanics. There's no wasted motion. The release is quick, so he can hit contested jumpers all day.
They set the pick. A 3 ball. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Count that bucket. And it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. 4-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Money. Offline with his three. Trailblazers trail by 8. Swiped it away. Here's Shaw, and it's blocked.
How about the block from Murphy? In the right place at the right time.
Substitution on the court.
Now off the inbound. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Baldwin can't get it to go. The three, and the basket by Money. Money's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
On time, on target. Kyrie orchestrating things beautifully.
And so it's Dallas, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Well, they aren't getting a hand up on the shooters, and the numbers show it, Shaq. Guys are too good in this league to give them easy looks. You're just digging your own grave.
Well, excuse me, Jack, giving the tough love. Bravo, bravo.
And now let's take a moment to look at the upcoming. And that about wraps.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Baldwin out there with Randall. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. Here's Baldwin. 5 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And even 3-on-3 break. And it's Simons missing. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Simons grew up under the tutelage of his father, whose workout regimen sometimes left his son in tears. Anthony said, "I didn't get real joy from working out until middle school. By high school, it was just a normal day. It was so ingrained into me, working out extra and getting up as many shots as possible." Kevin?
Well, it brought him here, David. Thank you so much for the story. The second half just getting started. About a minute played. To the middle, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Randolph finds Simons. Shoots over Doncic, and it's Simons that time on the assist by Randolph. Simons has got his second bucket. Doncic passes to Lively. Passes it to Shaw. It's stolen by Carroll. Simons against Doncic. Can't connect from short range.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
And it goes down 2 points. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Take a look at the Knicks. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And guys, right now for Dallas, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency, though, down the stretch.
We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like baseball-style series we've seen, limiting travel, help big time.
6 on the shot clock. Doncic against Simon. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Forcing his way through. Simons doesn't hold back against the inside defense.
Doncic passes to Money. Wide open. And it's Dallas with another.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most. And he is delivering.
To the left wing. Fires it up. That shot missing. Excellent D there for Money.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Doncic feeling it out. Shaw passes to Money. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Takes a step back. Poke loose. To the wing right side. Fires the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. A kick out to Simons. Randolph, a screen on Doncic. Carroll passes to Randolph. First trip to the line for him here. Free throw drops for Randolph. Dallas making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Trey Murphy's checked in for Portland. He doesn't get the second one. Mavericks leading by 16. There's a screen. Markkanen in the corner. Shaw passes to Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Randolph's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the ball. 2 minutes.
Pass to Baldwin. Portland moving the ball around. Down low. 5 on the clock. Simons.
Trailblazers foul.
Portis is checked in for the Trailblazers.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. There's the pick. Irving passes to Money. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Money's got 41.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Baldwin. And there's the pass to Portis. And Simons has it in the corner. The shot from 20 feet away. And there it is for him. Simons has got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Irving passes to Money. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
Portis a screen on Irving. Simons against Irving. Portis for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Dallas. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Carroll. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Trailblazers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And so here is Dallas.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Irving against Weber. Outside, Dort. drills the three-pointer. Dort's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks lead by... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Irving, Money out there with Doncic. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
To the middle. Here's Carroll. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Passes it to Money. Out to the wing. Here's Enquist. And it's Dallas with another.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Portis with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Portis, the pass to Carroll. That one goes in. Carroll's got 4 this quarter.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Pass to Money. Back to Irving. Here's Money. Lets it go with the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 19. Inside, here's Weber. Banked in off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Dallas calls timeout. Shaw's checked in for Money. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot. Both teams making substitutions here. No one near him. Again, what an avalanche.
Dominating offensively once again. He is making a habit of this.
He's now tied for the 5th most 50-point games in a single season. That puts him in rare company. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Dallas leading by 16. Doncic passes to Money. In the corner, Irving with it. To the left side wing. Here's Money. And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Carroll. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here is Jeffries. It's Irving, top of the key. Here's Money. And the 3 off target.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Randolph throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Now the pass to Money. Dishes it to Jeffries. Doncic kicks to Irving. Back to Doncic. In the dunk by Doncic.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Mavericks leading by 19 points. Over to the left wing. Passes to Jeffries. Doncic against Simon. Irving sets a screen for Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's Money. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Trailblazers trail by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Money.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again. The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
Shoots the 3 and got it. Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. To the paint. Pass to Baldwin. Jones against Carroll. Randolph sets a screen for Simon. To the wing on the left. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. For 3. Not going to go that time. Pass to Baldwin. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Jeffries in at power forward. And for the Wizards, Julius Randle out there with Thompson. Then it's Marvin Bagley, and it's Houston in at the 2-guard spot. Well, Grant, going into these back-to-back games, do you think coaches are more conscious of the disbursement of minutes in the first game?
You know, they have an idea of the total number of minutes they want their superstar in over the 2-day period. But it really comes down to how this first game goes.
For three, Randle drills it from deep.
Well, improving his three-point range and confidence and rhythm from the three-point line, that's opening up some things for Julius Randle.
Inside, Money. And that one is stuffed right through.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Randle outside. Bagley sets a screen. Thompson goes in. Bagley, no good. And Doncic has got the ball here for Dallas. Here's Money. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Randle. Coming off a terrific game against Cleveland.
Yeah, Randle's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
With his size and skill set, Julius Randle can be a walking mismatch.
You put a big man on him and he will blow right by him. Now if you go small, he'll drag him to the block. So when Randle is focused and involved, he is a monster to deal with.
And here's Craig. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Up and over Doncic. No good off the glass.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Here's Craig. Lively grabs the miss.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Thompson goes in. Count it.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
So it's the Mavericks now. The Wizards making their last shot. Money. Pass to Doncic. There's the three. Rebound by the Wizards. The last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. The three is up. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Washington trailing. Thompson scanning the floor. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. They set the pick. Pass to Money. Fires for 3. That one no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Bagley. Randle outside. And the Wizards with another 3.
Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
For Dallas, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Grant, you grew up here in Washington, D.C. What's the hoop scene like here?
Well, B.A., they love the game of basketball here. And the fans are unbelievable. So many stars from here like Kevin Durant. So D.C. is kind of a sneaky, underrated basketball city.
Now here's Craig. A 26-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. 1:33 left to play in the first. They set a pick. Here's Shaw. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. We've got 1:23 left in the first. He's guarded by Irving. And another miss by Washington.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Plenty of space. Money with the bucket. Money's got 15.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Avdia. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Saric.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
They set the pick. Here's Money, covered by Smith. Fires from the wing. Money with the bucket. 17 points in the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Smith outside. Three-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Irving, the pass to Money. Wide open look. Again, Dallas.
9 for 10 here in the first quarter. He's on fire.
Outside Bagley. Here's Smith. He can't get it to go. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Mavericks ahead, up 6. And we'll be back shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Denny Avdia, Smith out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gordon in at the power forward position. That's the group for Washington right now.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Washington has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. The three, Smith. Money grabs the miss.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Irving, the pass to Money. Nails it from 3. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Gordon outside. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Mavericks make... Here's Money. 24 points for him. Houston passes to Craig. No good on the fast break pull-up.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
He was all alone on that one. Money's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Randle. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Ooh, got that one up quick. Money's got 29.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Washington's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Bagley, a screen on Doncic. Here's Craig. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Greg's gotten his second bucket.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Here's Money. Check by Randall. Up high and down it goes on the lob. And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, B.A.? The refs are human, too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And although Randall can run an offense, he looks so much more comfortable as a finisher, Brent.
Yeah, there are nights, BA, where Randall for sure is the primary ball handler that you want to attack and be that bowling ball to make things happen. But when he plays off the ball and he's finishing around the basket, he's incredibly difficult to stop.
Thompson, he's checked in for Abdia. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Mavericks.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He ended up with 59 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was
That'll do it for the first half of play. Mavericks ahead, leading by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things. And a bit of a gear switch here. Shaq, you are currently trending online right now. Fans are demanding you try your hand in a hot dog eating contest. And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Dallas Mavericks.
They've been selfless on offense.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Washington has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Lively in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Houston. The three-pointer off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Money. Tipped.
That's just a good, solid, instinctual play there from Randall.
5 to shoot. Here's Jeffries. And it's Bagley with the rebound. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 10. Here's Houston. No good with the triple. Dallas shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. Pass to Money. Shot on the wing. Count that bucket. Money's got 31 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
The open shot, Randall. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Money, pass to Doncic. From the arc. The rebound by the Wizards. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
And he lobs it up to the rim. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Left side, Craig. Good D by Doncic.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
From deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Bagley for 3. It's rebounded by Jeffries. The Mavericks have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Money's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Markkanen's checked in for the Mavericks. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bagley, a screen on Doncic. Here's Craig. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Money. Thompson pulls it in. Washington's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Randall outside. Oh, it's stolen. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Ahead. Here's Lively. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Bagley, a screen on Markkanen to end the drought, and it's rejected. Here's Money. Another 3 for Dallas.
I just love the ball move.
Randall against Markkanen. Pass to Thompson. Over to the wing. Outside Craig. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Craig's got 7 points in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Commissioner Adam Silver has done a 180. Once in favor of raising the NBA age limit to 20, he now supports lowering it back to 18. He said it's the right thing to do, adding that the opportunity to work with players at a younger age on not just skills, but mental health, diet, character, and values could be in everyone's best interest. BA?
Well, it didn't happen yet, Allie. We'll see. Here's Money. 37 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. Drops one in from the wing. Money's got 39.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Bagley. Counted.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Dallas has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. And there's the screen. Markkanen outside. Pass to Lively. Here's Money. From deep, here's Doncic. Washington with a rebound.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
For 3, Randall. Lively grabs a miss.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Now here's Randall. He's got 9. Bagley, a screen on Markkanen. For 3, Randall. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Back to the game after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Calls timeout.
Timeout on the floor. Timeout. One more time, DC family. Your Wizard Dancer.
And there's a pick to the wing on the left. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Bagley, a screen on Doncic. Here's Craig. And the baseline jumper goes down.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Pass to Jeffries. Fades away. It's rebounded by Houston. And here's Washington. This run now up to 13-2. Now here's Bagley. This one for three. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 11. Takes a three. Money with the bucket. Money's got 42 in the game.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball. And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Randall. He's closely guarded. And he lays it up and in.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Money. And the Mavericks, another three.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Houston, no good.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Here's the three. And another one.
Once again, he hits the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance has tied him for third most 50-point games in a season. He just keeps delivering. Randall can't hit. Dallas shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Mavericks.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
Only a two-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Money.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
20 seconds left in the game. Again, Dallas.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Now Randall. The three from Thompson. Here's Houston. Thompson outside. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.